Good afternoon and welcome to the New Zealand Junior Singles Final for 2020 in partnership with the Somerset Retirement Villages. Our streaming production team is NTech. We're streaming live over skysportnext on YouTube. My name's Wayne Tuff. I'll be one of your commentators today, and join me is Grant Rayner for expert comments.
Oh, thanks, Wayne.
So down to the last 8 now, Grant. And we had 13 qualifiers, 10 played the last round, and from that we had Nathan Trowell beat Braden Popow. That was a very close game, won the difference last end. Braden's sister Georgia, she beat Ryan McCorn. Matthew Foster from Gisborne beat Julia Corsten. And Presley Williams beat Nikita Blair from Canterbury, last year's runner-up. And Jordan King from Hutt Valley beat Matthew Tosh from Southland. So some very good games there in that first round. Some very good young players missed out.
There's been some superb bowls being played today from what I've seen walking around the hall. And in front of us now we've got Damon Forster and Shane Perry. Shane Perry from Southland, Damon Forster from Tauranga. Bay of Plenty, sorry.
Interestingly enough, our marker for this game is Mike Johnson. Mike was the very first winner of the junior singles when it was first held, and his son Caleb went back to back in the previous 2 years.
And now he's too old to play, 18 being the age limit for this event. And we've had a mixture of ages here today, the youngest being 7.5 years old. Lockie Blackburn from Waikato. So these guys will just be trying to feel this mat out. It's not a bad spot on the floor where they're playing this game. There's a couple of good openers there from the blue.
So Damon Forster from Bay of Plenty is playing the blue bowls. Sean Perry from Southland, and that's orange. That's a great bowl.
Fantastic response. Just on the backhand, he's got to take his green on this mat. It does take quite a bit of green.
Yeah,
and he's found it pretty early.
It's not a bad bowl. I have to agree with Grant. I think that's probably the spot on this floor for where the best mat is.
Yeah, it is. I'm struggling to think about if it actually is a good spot on the floor, but it is a pretty good spot on the floor where they've got the finals mat here, and these guys are making it look easy. 2 oranges now.
Yeah, very good.
Sean's come out of the box, ready to play. What's Damon going to do here to get himself out of trouble? Looks like he's having a little bit of a run, and it's just holding on him.
Yeah, which is pretty common on these mats with a bit of run, bit of weight. They will hold a wee bit at times.
Bonus shot time. This is what wins singles. The bonus ball, if he can get 3. Great effort, great weight. Just a little bit wide, but he's comfortably holding 2, I would think, from that angle.
Yep, that's a great start. Always good to get a couple on the board in that first end. Get settled in early.
So these youngsters have all qualified to play in this New Zealand final. Most centres have sent their top 2 juniors. First and second places made it through to the New Zealand final here in Porirua, Titahi Bay.
Oh, great start. Great response.
From what I've seen so far, these first 5 bowls they've played, they're both playing very well. I think we're in for a good game here.
Absolutely. And draw bowls is the key to singles. You've got to be close.
So after that first end, Sean Perry is 2-0 up on Damon Forster of Bay of Plenty. Damon is playing the blue bowls. That's him in front of us now. Nice line, just a little bit short, but handy in the way.
Yeah.
Quickly into his work, Sean. He's not mucking around. Just needs to get around that front blue now, just to really consolidate the head and prevent Sean from playing a... It'll be interesting to see what Sean does here, whether he keeps drawing or whether he changes his hand on the come between the two blue, the blue and the orange in the front.
He's got a couple of options, but he's only one down.
Just on the draw.
Oh, this is a superb effort. Look at this.
It's magnificent. That falls over.
It's a good bowl there.
Can he get the two back? Damon Forster, player plenty on the draw, and he's short. He's coming in short, but he's on the board.
It's one to blue, one to Damon Foster. So the score is 1-2 after 2 ends. So these young players, there's a mixture of experience across the field, isn't there, Grant? There's players that are in their first few years and feeling their way, and we have other players who have represented their district at the highest level.
Yes, there's a couple of Patterson players in there, which is the top 8. They've made the top 8 of their district, and they play in a tournament against other districts, the top 8 players. So they've obviously got the experience to know when to play the right shot and not when to play the wrong, when not to play that shot. So, but I think the winner, today will be the player that isn't scared to play the shots and just keeps on playing their game and doesn't worry about what the opposition's doing.
Yeah,
especially at this this young age.
Absolutely, and just holding their nerve really, just to back themselves with whatever they choose to do.
And I think Sean Perry's going to draw all day long here. He's playing some pretty impressive draw shots in position on the mat.
This looks like a great bowl from Damon. Yep, very nice.
That's a magnificent shot. He's actually turned his 2 back blue bowls into very good position bowls now. Sean's just having a little bit of a look at that one.
He was.
He's come up not too badly.
No, nice little slide round, and it sat nicely for and given him an opportunity with his last bowl.
Damon now just looking to get right in behind the jack as close as he can, in behind it.
He doesn't want to.
Oh, that might be all right. He's not touching.
He's not. It's going to require the perfect weight to shift that.
He's looking at it, but he might want to look at the other blue. But let's see what happens if he does get that one. He might scoot it out the side.
Yep. There is a chance to split those two off.
Yep. The blue, on the other hand, will take both blues, but if he gets this right, he will get a result.
He's looking at it very closely.
Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, there we go. We don't know what happened. He must have got it. It must have been a magnificent result.
Absolutely.
I didn't hear the crowd. Go crazy though. I'd say he got one. At least one out of that. We'll just try and get an update on that end to see how many oranges were scored. Good thing about not seeing what happened there, we'll never know if what I said was right or wrong.
That's right.
So it's probably good. Still drawing away.
He is. And, you know, at this level, someone just continually drawing and putting bowls close to the kitty starts to put a bit of pressure on the opposition.
Yeah, this is a really good bowl coming in here from Damon.
It is.
Yeah, used all of the green. He's used all of the green. He's come back in nicely. Got opportunity here though for Sean to just pull that jack off the blue here.
Yep.
He's got a nice weight for it, has he?
No, he's just a little bit short. Any movement of that jack would have been beneficial to him.
Might see Damon come down on his forehand now. Try to, he's coming backhand again. He's just going to keep on plugging him in the way.
Really wants a front toucher probably here.
He's not badly down, Wayne. Is he going to be in the way?
Almost.
It's what we'd call a nuisance bowl.
It is. Probably forces Sean onto the other hand. But gives him a few options as well. A little slide, inside out slide.
See where Sean puts his feet. He wants to be narrow underneath that front blue. Sliding off the second blue shot maybe onto the jack.
Yeah, he's got a couple of options. If it held up enough, he could even just slice the jack clean.
See what he does here. He was looking to come around it. And like any good singles player, he's just going to get down and draw the shot. It's just over though.
That's a great...
It's a magnificent effort.
Absolutely. And good on him for having the confidence to get down and do that. Us older players, we probably would have taken the...
Panicked and gone up the middle.
Absolutely.
So, and that might be a little bit of experience there. Sean will just keep on drawing all day, but there was actually a shot he could have played up through the middle to maybe bring in those back oranges to play. But his draw game's got him here so far, so why change?
2 blue to Damon.
Was it 2 or 1?
I thought he took 2 out.
Spot, please. Okay, so we've just got some results in from the other games. And there's a big matchup on mat 2 between Sam Anderson and Nathan Trowell. Anderson leading that game 5-0 after 3 ends.
On mat 3, Georgia Popau against Matthew Foster. That's Georgia's leading 4-2 after 3 ends. And mat 4, Presley Williams, Jordan King. Local Hutt Valley battle between Upper Hutt and Lower Hutt. And that match is very close, 2-2 after 3 ends. So
friendly neighbourhood rivalry there.
Absolutely. In the plate event, mat 10, Thomas Mooney playing Janelle Ryan. Thomas is leading 6-0 after 3. On mat 11, we've got S. Landers and Ruben Marshall. 5-1 to Landers at the moment after 3 ends. And mat 12, H. Reid is playing Tracy Ludeman, and Tracy's winning that 3-1 after 3 ends. And on 13, B. Irwin playing Al Patterson, and that's 2-1 to Al Patterson after 3 ends. So some really close games at this stage. A couple have got some nice leads. It'll be all about consolidating those. Back to this game.
Damon Forster just played a beautiful draw shot and to hold the 1.
Really needs to get another one in there though.
Sean just coming down on that big swinging hand underneath the, trying to come underneath that blue. A little bit narrow. Let's see if Damon can. I'm not sure if he's got an intentional wobble on that ball, but he may have.
He really needed to get that bowl in there, although it probably makes it a bit of a nuisance.
The way he played that, it looked like that was intentional, so I think that's part of his plan, to be short and be in the way. But this is looking...
I tell you what, this... Oh, yes!
He's got it!
Yes!
Great bowl!
Very good.
That's magnificent.
Side 2 to Sean. That's a great bowl.
2 to Sean, 5-2 now. Play 5. And again, I think just like we said earlier, Sean has been persistent with his draw shot. He was narrow with his first attempt at that shot, but he did not stop him from having another go at it. And he played it to perfection And he started this end off magnificently as well.
Absolutely, it's great first bowl in singles.
It's exactly where you want to be. Nice green. It'll be holding one, but he's short of it a little bit.
Sean will just be looking to draw the jack, either sit on it or just move it a fraction.
Yeah, well done again.
Yeah, he's very good.
Is he there? Yep.
Just there, yep.
Damon will do the same again. Both of these players are bowling very, very well.
Tell you what, this looks pretty. Oh, it's just dying.
Just as green, probably a bit more weight maybe, but just a bit more width on his bowl there may have got him around that one. I'll tell you what, Sean Perry's looking very relaxed, quick to get into his work.
Yeah, knows what he wants to do, and then just plonks another one right there.
3 very consistent bowls here. Still there for Damon though. Damon's got the green this time.
He's probably just overcooked it a wee bit. It really puts a bit of pressure on him for his last bowl.
This is a good head for Sean. He can get one right in here now. Damon's in all sorts of trouble. He pushed his too wide as well.
He has. He had a great opportunity to seal that head up.
He's pushed it too heavy. Damon on the big draw shot now. He saved himself a few times with his last bowl. Can he do it again? Tell you what though, this is his weight. Is he?
Oh, it's just pulling up.
He had the perfect line. Perfect line, just another roll. He just needed one more roll.
So that was 2 to Sean, so that gives him a lead of 7-2. Played 6 ends, so they're halfway through. And that's a nice lead for Sean. He really needs to just try and consolidate that now. Make sure he doesn't drop any big scores in the next couple of ends.
He's got a really good delivery, Sean. He's got a nice follow through. His body's in line with where he wants to, where he's aiming. And Damon's pretty good as well. Their body alignment and their deliveries are very, very good.
Yeah, I think it's that, starting out, that's one of the most important things to probably get right. If you can get your balance, get your body in a position where you're not hitting other parts of your body, and nice flowing delivery, you're halfway to getting there.
Yeah. Just got to keep that body still. The only thing that should be moving is the arm. Doesn't want to hit that.
He's got away with it.
Yep.
He's finished in a not a bad position.
Wants to come underneath that last wing bowl and land on the kid. He's got a bit of weight on this. He's actually looking for something.
Yeah. He's not going to be short. Little slide. Oh,
it's a great bowl though.
A really good bowl.
Yeah, it's pretty unlucky that the blue didn't actually roll another roll away. He's given himself a chance with a back bowl though.
He has.
Damon needs to be here with this one. He needs to be right in between these oranges.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit
He
wide.
needs to be between them. Right, big opportunity here now. Sean to increase his lead with a great bowl to take that blue. And he's looking for it. He is looking for it. Oh. It just wasn't wide enough.
Possibly even a fraction light. Could have had another 6 inches maybe.
This is a big bowl for Damon. He really needs a 2 here to keep himself in touch.
Not quite. I'd say that's 1 to Damon. So that's this 3-7. And we're on our, we've played 7 ends.
So we're playing 12 ends or 35 minutes in the quarter-final. The next round will be the semi-final and the final. They'll have no time limit, and they will still be 12 ends. So not only are they racing against each other here, they're racing against the clock to see if they can finish their game on the 12 ends or be in front at the 35-minute mark.
It's certainly one of the aspects of the juniors is that not many of them miss getting all 12 ends.
They don't muck around. They know what they want to do. Right or wrong, they're going to play the shot they want to play.
Absolutely. That's a great ball from Damon. Let's set that up very nicely.
Yeah, so we're looking at a late charge here from Damon Foster now in the second half of this game.
Yep. He really needs to score on this end, get himself back in the game, give himself a chance. Tell you what, this is not too bad. Oh, just a fraction wide, but good home.
So for those of you who haven't seen this game before or watched this game before, you see that they're delivering out of a box that has got 3 white lines there, making in the back of the map is the 4 sides of the box. You have to deliver from inside that box. No body part can be touching the mat. And this is a fantastic shot. That's magnificent.
What a great
Perfectly
ball.
weighted. Perfectly pointed.
And Damon's going to have to play a very good bowl here to get the shot.
So when they let that ball go, it has to be between the two sides of the box. It can't come out the side of it. It was just a little bit heavy. Just looking to...
Weight probably wasn't too bad, just more the green. He had a couple of chances there with the front bowl and the gap.
This will be a brave shot if he can. Nice follow through there.
Yeah, really
a bit of a flourish. He's looking for it.
Really nice green. Gave himself a chance.
Big chance.
Yep. But
it's one magnificent orange shot there. Sean Perry Southland now leading 8-3. 4 ends to play. Hasn't been a big scoring match. We've only seen 1s and 2s being traded, and obviously the maximum you can score is a 4. So mathematically not out of the question for Damon to grab a 3 or a 4. A couple of 2s even get him right back in this. So 5 behind is nothing.
In fact, I think you and I have seen a singles game earlier this year where someone was 8 behind and got back into the game on the last end.
I wasn't involved in that, wasn't I? By any chance? Oh, was it us?
Us.
Oh, yes. Yes. I do remember now. I do remember.
Magnificent. Yeah, that's a great home there from Damon. Gives himself a chance.
He's just a bit wide. Here we go. Damon Foster. Can he grab a 2 or a 3 here?
Well, just got an update of the scores. And gosh, there's been some turnarounds here from our last update. So probably the big game of this round, Sam Anderson and Nathan Trowell. Sam was leading 5-0, you may remember, after 3 ends. That game is now 7-6 to Nathan Trowell after 8 ends. On Mat 3, Georgie Popow and Matthew Foster. Matthew's now leading that game 10-4.
That was just a magnificent shot from Sean there. He was down, he's pulled it back for 2 shots and forced Damon onto a run shot. It was narrow.
That's another 2 to Sean.
It's going to be close. The back orange may not be in. They may have to pull out. No, they have pulled out the measuring device. They've conceded the 2.
And on Mat 4, the Presley Williams, Jordan Keane match. That's now 7-4 to Jordan after 7 ends. In the plate event, Thomas Mooney is now 8-7 with Janelle Ryan. You may remember that was 6-0 to Thomas earlier. So Janelle's made a great comeback in that game. Sam Landers is leading Ruben Marshall 8-5, and that's in Hunter Reid is down to Tracy Ludeman 4-8. And in the other game in the plate, Lily Patterson leads 9-4 over Bailey Irwin.
Some big turnarounds in that game.
Absolutely.
It's good to see that Damon here has not given up on this. I think Sean got 2 in that last end, so I think that makes it 10-3 now.
Just an update, while we've got the under-18s playing here, there's a under-30 tournament going on in Hamilton, the Young Guns, and just to update on what's happening up there for our viewers, they're down to the semi-finals there, and it looks like the cream is rising to the top. We've got Matthew Farquhar playing Alex Reid, and in the other semi-final it's James Sullivan versus Terry Anderson. So the 2 very good semi-finals.
Absolutely. All come through the juniors.
Absolutely.
Those people. And I think if we played 10 ends, this is getting to critical stages here now. Damon needs to score, and he needs to score a 2 and possibly a 3 to actually have a chance at all.
Yep.
10th end now.
So 3 ends go, including this one. Yep, he really needed to probably just move that a wee bit or do something there to give himself a chance with his last bowl.
Yeah, just need to see where Sean puts this one, if he can get round to that back blue. Oh. Now, here we go. Now, what can Damon do to get more than 1 here? He's got a blue at the back. He's going to draw. He's going to try and just draw the second shot. He needs this now. And he's close. Beautiful green, just his weight. 1 blue to Damon Forster, brings him up to 4. 10-4, big buddy. 2 ends to go.
Yep. So 6 to diff. 2 threes gives him a chance to play an extra end.
All he needs to do is get a 3. Sean just needs to score and the game's over. Damon Forster gets 6 points in the next 2 ends to force an extra end. If it's a tiebreaker, it'll be 10 all. But the way Sean's playing, he's making it hard work.
Absolutely.
For Damon.
He's been very consistent. And I think that's probably been the key in this game, is his consistency on the draw.
Yeah, I think the winner today will be the most consistent bowler in the hall. Sean's expression hasn't changed the whole game. Every bowl he's had the same amount of focus on every bowl he's delivered. Damon just pushing it 1 roll too heavy there. Sean's just moments away from victory. Damon Forster now needs to score. He's got the back bowls. I think his only chance here is to hit the blue up onto the jack. Wayne?
Yes.
And he's looking for it.
He's having a wee run.
He's looking. He's close. He's close. Oh. Holy moly.
Yep, that could have been very interesting, like, if he got a piece of the jack with that coming through.
If the jack had stayed on the mat too, if he was a little bit heavy, but he was dead on the right angle almost. So that's Sean. I don't know if they'll play the next end. I think that'll be at an 11-4. Are they going to play it out?
Absolutely.
Fantastic stuff. Not giving up. It's hard enough to get here, so you might as well play every bowl you can.
Absolutely.
So Sean Perry scored a 1 there, I think, and 11-4. Last end. He's booked himself a place in the semi-final.
Yep, and there should be some great semi-final matchups.
Damon Foster there with a beautiful backhanded draw shot. These two bowlers have been playing exceptional draw bowls this whole game.
Of course, a reminder that after this game, there'll be a new stream link put up on the New Zealand Bowls site for the semi-final matches, and then again for the final. And of course, after the final is completed, we'll have the presentation of the trophies, and following that will be the announcement of the North-South team to play on the 29th of September down in Christchurch.
26th of September, I think.
26th, is it?
End of the month,
End
anyway.
of the month, yep. Which that should be a very interesting naming of that team.
Yep, and that'll be live on the stream, so don't go away for that announcement. There'll be plenty of bowlers around the country and tenterhooks waiting to hear their names
Absolutely.
called out for that, and that's a great
bowl.
It's a great bowl, and that's what Damon needed on the last end, wasn't it? Just that little rollover of the blue, pretty much like that. But I think Damon can go away feeling pretty proud of his efforts here today. The quarterfinals for New Zealand junior singles. He's played some great bowls, and a chance here to make that score look as it should be, because the score does not reflect the quality of the game we've seen here today. Can he make it 3? No. 2. So that's 11-6 to Sean Perry over Damon Forster. So Sean Perry of Southland goes into the semi-final.
And I believe we've got a post-match interview coming up. Sean Blackburn will be speaking with Sean. So we'll cross to that shortly.
Well, Wayne, what did you think of the quality of the bowls we saw there?
Yeah, pretty good. Very impressed by Sean. Very rarely got out of a draw. I think his only, you wouldn't even call it a run shot. It was just over a draw. So very consistent. So
very good temperament and
absolutely
consistency. Got into a rhythm, and he just kept on bowling pretty much around the clock. He was just going draw the whole time. No one or two little run shots, but nothing really to cause any trouble there. I think he'd be feeling pretty comfortable going into this. Let's see what he's got to say for himself here with Sean Blackburn.
Sean's never sounded so good.
I know. I quite like him like this. We'll just go and probably just have a check of their microphone.
Brilliant. Right, thank you everyone for tuning in for the that quarterfinal match. As I said, we'll be ending this stream and we'll be starting a new one. The link will be on the New Zealand Indoor Bowls website, or you can go to the skysportnext YouTube site to watch. So we look forward to joining you again very shortly for the semi-finals.